So this is a thing most men have to understand. Nobody can define you but yourself. Life is never final, and it's never over until it's over. Who you are right now, where you stand, your career, your business, your status, your job, whatever. It does not define you because it's not final. You always have an opportunity to grow. You always have an opportunity to do better, to be better, and that should be your only plan as a man. Your only plan. It is no secret today that women don't want most men. If you look at the numbers, numbers don't lie. Just looking at the numbers itself is going to tell you everything you need to know. That is true. And you guys have to let that light a fire under your ass. There's no point in being upset about it. There's no point of hating on it. There's no point in even hating these women or anything of that nature. The only thing you should do is let that put a chip on your shoulder, become the best man you could possibly be, know your worth, know your value, and you will see things change very fast. Very fast. Because you were a man with a plan, you're a man with a standard, and you're doing your part to make things come together. And when you do that, you are no longer a mediocre man. You're a man of value, and you bring value to the table. You're going to be in high demand. You're going to be wanted. So whatever you want, become whatever you need to be in order to get what you want, and you will get what you want. And you guys might say to yourself, well, I don't want a gold digger. I don't want this. I don't want a woman that just wants me for my money and all this kind of stuff. It's never just about the money, bro. Well, there's real gold diggers out there, sure. But when it comes to majority of women, bro, no women's just in it just for the money. Like, she's gonna have to like you as well. And you have to be likable. You have to be lovable. You have to be well-rounded. And as long as you become that, you will get your shine. You will get your pick of the litter. You will have options. You will get women straight up. This is what you guys have to understand, and if you want to be mad about it, you're not giving yourself an opportunity to grow into the man you're supposed to be in order to actually get those things. Women are doing their own thing today. They're allowed to do their own thing today. And as a man, you can't be so focused on them, but rather focused on yourself until the right one comes around. And then obviously, when the right one comes around, you can put some focus on her while continuing to focus on yourself so you can have the life that you're supposed to live with that woman that you're supposed to be with. It's not about becoming somebody to get all this, all this tail from different women, all this, It's about a quality woman in your life that you love, that you trust, that you cherish. You're going to have to work with, to grow with, to have a family with, to get married to. Under the correct circumstances, of course. But it's going to be whatever you guys want it to be, and I suggest making that happen. It's what I would suggest, Because women are leaving most men behind because they don't feel there's enough men that are worthy. There's like 60% of men who are 18 to 30-ish that are single. There's only 30-some% of women between 18 to 30-ish that are single. There's not that big of a gap of men and women on earth as a total. There might be a few more women or there might be a few more men. I'm not even sure which gender has more population of, but I know it's not that far off. Like, it's not that far off. So obviously dudes that focused on themselves that are successful are getting all the women. There's tons of men out there, bro. They're dating like a ridiculous amount. And you don't have to be that dude. You just need one woman. But you guys have no idea. You guys have no idea how easy it will be if you just get over the hump. Some of you just can't seem to get over the hump, and it's not that easy. I'm not sitting here saying, bro, it's so easy. Just get over the hump. Just be successful. It is easier said than done, but that's why you just got to do it. That is why you just got to do it. That's why you have to put in so much time and focus and energy into yourself and not expect some monogamous relationship with a woman that you want. Like, bro, it's just... Today, it's just not going to happen. Like, you have to be something, bro. You have to bring some serious value to the table in order to get anything. And your looks as a man is not the most important thing. That might get you in the door at times, but your success is going to matter. Who you are as a man is going to matter. There's a lot of things that take place into what's going to matter from the quality of woman that you're going to be able to attract. So instead of hating on mediocre men getting left behind, understand that the dating market, your competition that you have, is pretty weak. If you just spend years on yourself focusing, making all the right moves, doing what you have to do, understanding the assignment, you will win, brother. You will win. It's about doing it. It's about the commitment. It's just about committing. It's the commitment. So I would suggest committing. Very much so. And if you don't, you're not going to get the results you want. If you commit, you get the results you want. It's up to you to put in all that work through all those years to figure it out, because have you ever actually done it? And sometimes it takes more than just a couple years, bro. It took me damn near a decade. Damn near a decade to get everything together for myself. That is the world we're living in. You pretty much have to prove yourself. And women are waiting at the finish line for men, and that does not make them bad. They just want a winner, bro. They just want somebody who has it together, because let's be real, a lot of men today does not have their shit together. So they want to make sure that you're that dude. Hence why they're at the finish line, or waiting at the finish line for the men that finish the race, because they want the winners. They don't want the guys who might not ever be what they want. You could even have all the potential on earth, bro. Most women don't date for potential. The odd time, they might. Maybe. But they already want a guy that's got it together, because he brings value. He brings what she wants. Women want what they want and when they want it. This does not make them bad. You cannot demonize them for this. They want certain things just like you want certain things, just like I want certain things. They want certain things. It is what it is. And I think a lot of men today are mad about this instead of understanding it and understanding what you have to do in order to get the life you want with the woman you want, living the lifestyle you want in general. You have to understand what you have to do And you have to understand what it takes in order to put yourself in that position. And it could take a long time, but it's up to you if you want to put in that commitment or not. I would recommend doing so because it's worth it, bro. Every time you put in so many years of hard work and efforts, like, you're going to end up getting a very big ROI, return on investment. And it's always worth it. All those years, all those nights, all those early mornings, all that grind. It was all worth it. But if you never get the result, if you just kind of worked, if you just did a little bit, and you expected this massive result, you just can shake your heads because it's not going to happen. You get that big result from doing things that other people are unwilling to do. When you do things other people are unwilling to do, you're going to get things people are unwilling to get. You will get things people will never get, is what I mean. And that's the thing. It's all about what you want, bro. It's all about what you want. It's all about understanding instead of being mad. Instead of saying the dating market is rigged, the dating market is this, the dating market is that, women are this, women are that. We have to acknowledge our own self. We have to become what we want to attract. We have to become so different than everybody else to the point where things are just getting thrown our way. We're just getting spoiled like some cute puppy dog is just getting thrown treats all the time. Like, bro, you got to put yourself in that position. There's people on earth that are in that position. You have to be put in that position. And if you want to know how to do that, discipline will do that. Being a good man will do that. Being a good woman will do that. Being stubborn, conceited, stuck in your ways will never do that. Hating on things and being mad about what ain't, blah, blah, like it ain't gonna do anything. You have to understand things. You have to understand life. You have to understand yourself. You have to understand your worth, and you have to work for your worth. We can all sit back and be like, I'm this, I'm that, this is my standard. But do you deserve the standard that you're asking for? That's the question. You hear people say all the time, I know this, I know I deserve this, I know I deserve that. But do you really? If you put in the work, if you put in the efforts, of course you would. Everybody knows in their mind what they could get, who they are, the life they deserve. That's going to take work. You don't just deserve it for nothing. We can all think of things, and it's good to think of things. It's good to think of our own worth, our self-worth, what we think about ourselves, but at the exact same time, are we going to live up to what we want? Are we going to live up to our standard that we set in our head? Because if you don't, it's just delusion. You just think you deserve these things when you aren't worthy of it. You have to become worthy of it. You have to put in the work to become worthy of those things. And almost everybody today has these standards that will never happen. And I'll tell you why. So many people have a standard that they're not willing to work for. Do you know how easy you would end up getting that standard that you want if you were putting in the work? For years and years and years, you're not going away, you're not going away, you're not going away. You're literally doing whatever it takes to put yourself in a position to get the things that you want. Life is all about getting the things you want by doing the work that's needed. It's about figuring things out in your mind. Okay, what do I have to do here? What do I have to do there? How can I get this? How can I get that? What do I have to do? That's what it's about. It's about actually knowing what you have to do and doing it. doing the work. If you're a mediocre man right now, that does not have to be the narrative. It doesn't have to end that way. You're not defined. You have time, bro. There's people that was older, they weren't successful. You could be older and not successful and still become successful. You're not defined. You're not done. It's not over. It ain't over until it's over. So no one should label themselves anything that they don't want to be labeled. Even if you have mediocre results right now, that's not the end of the story, bro. You could be 20 years old with mediocre results. Does that mean you're defined as a mediocre person? No. You're way too young to be defined that. Way, way, way too young. Now, if you stop progressing, if you stop completely and you're not going to do any work at all, you'll be a mediocre person for the rest of your life. And in the end, that's what you will be defined by. But just because you're not where you want to be right now does not mean that that's who you are or that's how it ends. Even if you're 30, even if you're 35, even if you're 40, it is not the truth. We are not trees. We can move. We can maneuver. We can put in a lot of work. We can get better in so many ways, in so many areas, and become the men and women that we want to be. So, yeah. At the end of the day, in actuality, if you just look at the numbers, a lot of men are getting left behind today. And if you feel that is you, it doesn't have to end that way. You could strike lightning tomorrow. You could strike lightning in a year. You could go from mediocre right now to way above average in a year's time. It's never over until it's over. But if you guys want to get the things you want, bro, it's just about the commitment. It's about commitments. It's about small commitments. It's about big commitments. It's about making the right moves. And like I said, I recommend it. I recommend doing whatever it takes to get the life that you want to live. Because it's important. Because we only have one guaranteed life here on earth. And we want to experience it to the fullest and not just live some stagnant, same life forever. Life is about moving. If I look back at my life, that's all it's been. It's been moving, it's been moving, it's been moving. Things have been changing, things have been changing. That's a very good sign. But if things are staying the same, nothing's changing, that is not a good thing. Life can be unpredictable at times, but that in itself is good. Take on whatever challenges come your way. Grow through challenges. And, welcome things with open arms. We are here to do our best. We are here to live the lives we're supposed to live. So there's no point in sitting around thinking low about yourself when you can always climb higher. But if you think lowly about yourself, if you think you're a mediocre man, if you think you're average, if you think you're those things, you will convince yourself of that with your own ways of thinking, and you will end up that way forever. If you tell yourself you have something in you, you're going to do something big, it's in you, other people have done it, you can do it quite easily. Because of that self-belief. It's not about cockiness, it's not about over-the-top confidence, that's delusional, it's about actually believing in that. And you can do it. So go out there and do it. Put in the work, put in the action. And you will get what you want at the end of the day. I promise you that. You just have to think that way and move that way every day of your life for a long time, bro. And all of a sudden, you get all the things that you wanted. Because you did the work. You made the commitment. You made promises to yourself and you kept them. Always keep the promises you make to yourself. You said you were going to do those things. You got to do it. You have to get up and you have to find a way. You have to go through the pain, you have to see yourself as just this animal, and you're willing to do anything. You know what you have to do. You have to maneuver over here, over there. You got to get this done. You got to get that done. You're just focused. Like the last video I made, we must stay focused and we must do what it takes to live the life that we're supposed to live. And with that being said, guys, that is the end of this one. And I'll see y'all on the next. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top as well.